Hey there, this is Peacekeeperalex. It's going to be Peacekeeperalex gaming stream number 30. We're just going to play some games, and we're going to see how it goes. I and others from Winter Guides are advocating for what means for guides, shows for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. Winter Guides, I am a psychic medium, I discern spirits, and I do realize at times the power of word. You can do advocations and things of that nature, and being in front of the scenes incarnate with hundreds of thousands of spirits potentially interact within a process can potentially lend towards helping certain kinds. So again, when I do certain advocations throughout this and certain kinds of other communications, I don't mean to upset. This is sort of just a this is one of my personal gaming streams and things of that nature, which it's fully defined when we mean spirit guides. The way we mean spirit guides negated. So any future disparities in regards to handing off brands like the Peacekeeperalex gaming streams, that there shouldn't be much of a problem, since Marine Spirit Guides information defines that endeavors and the ways that Marine Spirit Guides indicated light. Do what Marine Spirit Guides indicated regarding the moments that Marine Spirit Guides indicated, the way Marine Spirit Guides indicated. Okay. I and others from Marine Guides are advocating for what Marine Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. Performance guides pertaining to recovering the gaming content that Marine Spirit Guides needed, as well as the information and what Marine Spirit Guides needed in regards to smart education, etc. Performance guides, Marine Spirit Guides needed. Let's just do a new battle. Let's do a new battle. I want to try and play your historical. Oh, this one's good. This one's good. This one was actually really fun to play. I think I can actually try this again. Cao Cao against Xu Rong, 190 CE. Difficulty level easy. So let's go through this.
The coalition is nothing more than
so
empty words now, Lord Cao Cao. If China is to know order,
like do what Marine Spirit Guides needed regarding the smart
must
education
make
section
it
performance
so.
guides regarding the
Across the Bian River,
interactions that Marine Spirit Guides needed
arrays
pertain to
his
the psychic
armies
war gamers
against
and
you.
others from Marine Spirit Guides that
His men are well trained and ready for war. Your
again, you
men
can talk
have
to the
not
light.
been so
This is
weathered
some of that
by
stuff.
war.
Again, as a psychic medium, I've
But
noticed,
you must nevertheless
spirits
rise
communicated
above
in regards
to
that
see
talking to the light
victory.
is one of those things that can help in a certain regard. I know this Forensic Guides are advocating for what Marine Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. Forensic Guides pertain to channeling. That Marine Spirit Guides negated the way Marine Spirit Guides negated. You don't know why. So yeah, Xu Rong against Cao Cao, Dong Cao against Coalition. Let's play.
The coalition does nothing, and so I must act. The tyrant fields a larger army, stronger perhaps. But there are few options. He must be opposed. I have sent for reinforcements, but am uncertain whether that aid will come. All the same, we must hold against the tyrant's onslaught. If we persevere, and if reinforcements arrive,
I know these Forensic Guides are advocating for what Marine Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. Forensic Guides pertaining to the disparities that Marine Spirit Guides need in regards to the dimensional existences that Marine Spirit Guides need in regards to Earth-based that Marine Spirit Guides need, the way Marine Spirit Guides need light. Defend yourselves in regards to the conflicts that Marine Spirit Guides need regarding the smart education, etc. Forensic Guides needed. I and others Forensic Guides are advocating for safety in regards to these gaming streams that Marine Spirit Guides needed, and others from Marine Spirit Guides are advocating for what Marine Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to the Peacekeeperalex gaming streams that Marine Spirit Guides needed, the way Marine Spirit Guides needed. And others from Marine Guides are advocating for the disclaimers, advocations, and informational placement in regards to the streaming sites that Marine Spirit Guides needed in regards to smart education, etc. Marine Guides, especially in regards to what Marine Spirit Guides needed in regards to smart education, etc. Marine Guides, as well as the clarifications that Marine Spirit Guides needed, the way Marine Spirit Guides needed. So again, we're moving up our forces here, and we got a lot. We got some melee infantry, got about 6 units, and then we also got 3 units archers. We do have 3 generals to be able to maneuver here, and we're gonna try. I think I'm gonna try and maneuver all 3 generals to hit that spearman on the left flank, and I'm just kind of maneuvering my my melee forces in a line formation, and right behind them is gonna be the 3 archer units trying to do their best, trying to hit what we can. Right here you can see the axe band and 2 generals kind of heading forth towards that line. You can see right on the left flank my generals going in to slash those spearmen.
I can already see you thinking of a poem.
And just as the axemen are approaching, they're getting hit by our arrow fire, and they're going to clash right into those spears. Oh no, not spears. Light axe infantry, so axe on axe action. Here we go. engaging. Right flank's getting a bit swamped. They're just kind of veering over right off to the flank, which is causing problems. And their archers are pegging one of our archer units right now. He's going down fairly quick. 100, yeah, right below. You can see the health bar just go real down quick. And so we're going to fire back at these heavy repeating crossbows, and they're losing health as well, too. You can see our generals are still not really making much headway with that spear guard, so we're gonna rear back, and we're gonna get back to our units. Go to that right in the middle and hit that buff. Hit the buff. There's a lot of buff. Duff.
Nothing can harm me. Your best is not good enough. Your words are as pathetic as you are.
I know those friends guides are advocating for clarifications in regards to living decent life and how that shouldn't be used against certain spirits and people behind the scenes, specifically other dimensional selves, to be displayed. Where spirit guides negative, the guys negative. I and others friends guides are advocating for the let knows that spirit guides information is being displayed front and center in the areas that spirit guides needed, as well as also what spirit guides needed regarding which needed. So they might be fairly vindicated these days. Okay, well, you know. And yeah, so yeah, me being on kind of a roll today, I've sort of felt as a psychic medium. I mean, I am sort of, you know, what is the, I want to make sure that people are safe in regards to that. I don't want certain people, you know, getting attacked in regards to it. So, you know, what needs to happen in regards to that sort of thing, you know, to a certain extent. So this doesn't do much. These two generals are wreaking havocs, and I need to go and get these archers. There's archers, so I'm going to send some of my generals that way. I'm sending my generals to attack the archers, which are somewhat in disarray now. The enemy's kind of fleeing. At least the archers' versions are, but they're swamping our troops. We've got 3 troops on the right flank, kind of holding it down. Again, right off to the left side of that one engagement. Saber infantry not doing too well here, 76 units. Right behind our lines is the 2 enemy generals, and one of them is going in behind of our lines and is going to smoke a bunch of units. Dang, and he just, you know, one swing, a couple units just go down very quickly, and again, another general following, hitting that right side engagement. We're in the left side. I ended up sending in my remaining archers, because they weren't really doing much with the bows, so I ended up sending melee engagement, those sharp swords. And right in the mix, of course, in their archers is my generals kind of wreaking havocs, but still, they're still firing. It is surprising. And now one of my generals is engaging in a duel. And, whoa, no, this guy's got some buff. Buff, hit the buff, hit the buff. Yeah, they got some good buff. He really does. He's got all this. Who's this dude? Chu Lang. He's got more buff than Cao Cao. It's a good general. And we've got some bowmen coming back on this way. I'm going to send them in melee style on the left side, just to hold off until we get those reinforcements. It's a close battle, but we're just hanging on. Again, it's one of those historicals, and we're waiting for the reinforcements to make it back. If we were actually would have been better, and they battle the enemy cavalry, so cavalry gets here. Yeah, we're still holding on. Right side's actually winning the engagements. You can see right across the line, they're still stacking up, still there, even though they got some, you know, the spearmen are fairly well. Right on the right flank, the heavy spear guards just really letting them have it, and they're surrounded by 3 units, Geon sword guard and 2 spear warriors. Now, 1 spear warrior, 1 spear guard, one's, they're both medium spear infantry. Different though, and they're losing currently, but the left flank, in trouble. They don't have too much left on my side, so we're going to see what happens here. And I'm just like, where is this? There is our infantry. There we go. So I actually want to see if I can pull back here, pull my troops back. We're going to try and retreat. So you can see my troops now retreating on the battlefield. And of course, those arrows are just ruthless. Ruthless. I'm going to send my generals after those archers so they can't hit us when we're trying to retreat, but I don't know if we're going to make it on time. I'm going to retreat these guys right back to the reinforcing army that we're getting here. Quan He has been defeated. One of our generals has been defeated a dual style on the battlefield. You can see him. I think this is actually his, you know, the remains. And See, we're just trying to retreat backwards now to get to that force that can save us. 4 units. Is this all we have here is for retreat? Or we have some cavalry as well. Is this it? That's all you gave us, for freak's sake. You can see some of my troops upon retreat are actually broken. Not good. Again, my general's kind of harassing their bowmen to try and stop something from happening. But I gotta retreat backwards because they got some low health going on. One of them has fairly good... Oh, this guy's got good buff too. Here we go. This guy, Ku Ling. I know this, friends, guides are advocating for what means for guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart advocation, etc. Women's guides pertaining to the way means for guides. And I know this, friends, guides are advocating for the translations in regards to my advocations, disclaimers, and testifications that means guides need, as well as those in regards to that sort of endeavor. To receive the resources and support that means for guys needed in regards to smart advocation, etc. Performance guides, guys needed. I know this friends guides are advocating for what means for guides chose for us to advocate in regards to safety pertaining to gaming. The way means for guides needed. I know this friends guides are advocating for what means for guides chose for us to advocate in regards to the smart advocation, etc. Performance for guides pertaining to supplies, resources, and what means for guys needed. The way guys needed. I'm for amenities in regards to support. The way means for guys needed. And we have actually got back to that army here.
Stand ready.
And you can see, and actually I'm going to try and maneuver this axeman. But sadly, again, we were able to maneuver backwards here, but there's still more enemy than what we have. So I'm hoping there's still more reinforcements. I think there is, if I remember correctly, in this historical. There is also a duel going on here with Ku Ling. I don't know what's up with this dude. Again, our generals are all gone. We got one general, and he's in a duel, and I don't remember hitting the duel button on him. And we really could have used that buff in regards to this battle. That might be the critical factor if we lose this. But it looks like he's winning that melee engagement in that duel. I know this, friends and guides are advocating for what means for guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart advocation, etc. Women's guides pertaining to China, specifically ancient China. What means for guides needed. I'm also advocating for what means for guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart advocation, etc. Women's guides pertaining to Sega, Creative Assembly, Simply Gone, and WIs, as well as Steam and Valve. The way means for guides needed. Light do what means for guides needed regarding all 6 companies. Oh wait, 6 companies. That means for guides needed in regards to smart education, etc. For means for guides, as well as the companies listed. That means for guides needed, and the platforms listed. That means for guides needed. The way means for guides needed. Ooh. Good for you. Valve is a company. Steam is the platform. So technically, all right then, fine. All right, you know what? But I think that well, spiritually speaking, you know, I go with what means for guides needed. Alright, that's just the best way to go with it. Look at this melee engagement. Got some fierce fighting here. A lot of polearm on sword. And it's just, it sounds as naughty as it does. And no, that is correct. That is not what we're looking for here. Sharp swords. Maybe, well, hopefully not. Look at that. A lot of different battles going on here. And we're just holding on here. Still waiting for that cavalry. Any time now. Bub. I'm gonna hit the runaway button on this guy, and of course he's gonna have to retreat. And they still got some. They got some reinforcements flooding in too here. They got another general, and they got some heavy giant infantry. And we're not gonna win this, you know, even without them joining the fray, unless we get some reinforcements here. Still has the reinforcements let know here. I think we do get cavalry here in a bit. But it just doesn't look like we're going to be able to do much. And again, once we see them, when them cavalry come here, I might just start retreating these units and then send forth the cavalry to try and just slam them. Again, we're getting negative buffs here. Some of my troops here retreating, just holding the line here. Had to retreat backwards to that reinforcing force. Re-engage, you know, reform up in regards to a line, and as soon as some of our troops got right behind that line, they slammed in that new front line, and just, they still have more troops. They got more troops, and they're swamping. I know this, friends and guides, are advocating for what means for guides chose for us to advocate in regards to this market application, etc. Performance guides pertaining to the anti-camp set means guys needed, and the pro-camp set means guys needed, the way means for
Steel yourselves! Attack!
Yeah, they're breaking through. My troops are retreating, and my general has been retreating as well too. It looks like this is going to be a loss. I'm not going to be able to beat this this army for some reason. I think maybe I should have started right near that reinforcing line where they venture forth from that that pass, right from the west. Would have been better off instead of starting off so in front. Definitely not the maneuver I wanted to go. A couple units just holding off, left flank, right flank, and a couple recovering, but they just have way too much. They have about 4, 6, 7, 8, 11, another two full units, full health units on their way to just about to hit the battle, and that's just gonna be it. Hold on, damn you! Oh, it's, the troops get slashed and they just start retreating. Ouch. Unit here trying to get something going. I think they smell what's in the wind. And that's it. That's game. Retreating. A valiant defeat. It's going to be an end battle. We're going to do one more, I think. I think I'm going to try. I think I'm going to actually try play this one again. That's the way I feel about it. Cao Cao, Xu Rong. Wow, one of the generals getting 350 kills. And one of their bowmen? Is that a bowman getting 308 kills? Wow. Crossbowman. Hide others performance guides are advocating for what means for guides indicated for us to advocate in regards to smart application, etc. Performance guides pertain to the word centers that means for guides neither the women guides neither. Hide others performance guides are advocating for what means for guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart application, etc. Performance guides pertaining to the essentials that means for guides needed in regards to smart application, etc. Performance guides needed. Light. Defend me. In the ways that means you guys needed, and defend those that means you guys needed in the ways that means you guys needed.
The coalition is nothing more than empty words now, Lord Cao Cao. If China is to know order, you must make it so. Across the Bian River, Xu Rong arrays his armies against you. His men are well trained and ready for war. Your men have not been so weathered by war, but you must nevertheless rise above to see victory.
Well, he wasn't. Well, he was saying it like this. It did sound like saying like "you wrong," like "you wrong," like that sort of thing. But all right, fine.
The coalition does nothing.
We're gonna skip this again because well, not again. We didn't skip it last time. So we're gonna retreat backwards here just a bit, and right here, perfect. That's where we're gonna go. So we're gonna send our forces here. So we do have 5 units, 8 units, so 8 units in total. Well, we do have 3 bowmen. We do have some spear. I don't know if I put in a spear in the back would be best. I don't know what the better way of this is. Let's see here. What do we got here? Formations. The eagle's wings. I like that.
Double time!
I wonder if I could just put it like this.
With speed!
There we go.
Steel yourselves! Quick march!
And this time, I don't know if I want to send my generals outwards. I mean, maybe one of them. No, they all got really good buffs. It's the buff that saves us here, I think. I think we have to use the generals to save, and maybe putting one at each flank would be the better way. I think so. I and others, defined by Main Spirit Guides, are advocating for the let knows in regards to this gaming stream that Main Spirit Guides negate the women's guys negate everyone. God. For freak's sake. Over there. Over there. Yeah, pretty much. Well, that is what you did. Intrigue. Man's best friend. Man's best friend? It can be, but maybe not. I think it can be, though. I like intrigue. I like drama. I like that sort of thing. Alright, fine. I don't know why. Gotta make sure that's things. Just, yeah, it's that have happened thing. I mean, that's. I'm glad that sort of situation. Oh, no, that's the thing about it. That would be why. You don't know why. I mean, that way, certain spirits aren't getting, you know, targeted and attacked in regards to living that good life. Right then. Oh yeah. So we're just kind of chilling in this pass, right where the reinforcements of ours are going to be arriving. So we're just gonna, it's going to be right there if they get here. And they are taking their slow-ass time. That is what is going on right now. He's the enemy. Yeah. It's the Han Empire. That's what this is. Really certain. But Stone Zhao, I think. There's a bit of a difference, I think. I really wish there was some stances here. They do have shield wall. Okay, shield wall. Thank you. Jeez. I am... That is amazing with the shield wall. There is some new... I did not see this.
Does battle
and it's really good to see some new formations.
Come on, try harder. To attention, spearmen. Into formation.
There we go. We got the shields up and everything. Look at this. It's really good against missile fire. I think they are getting slammed. Only one dude off of that volley. Oh, they did get behind. That's not what we wanted to see. But they do have a behind thing, too. Yeah, it's a really good spot for them, right on the left. Like, this is great. This one heavy spear guard's taking on 3 units and doing really well. With that one formation change, the turtle. That is really good. And I'm going to actually focus my fire there instead, because that sounds better. Bring this guy out. We're gonna bring him. Is this a bowman? We're gonna try and sweep from behind here from the right flank to one of the units. Try and sandwich one of their their left flank. And I'm gonna try and attack with my general right here and bring him right here to get some of that buff. Get that buff. Get that buff. Shoot them a buff. I don't know. I like buff. Is it wearing out? It's wearing out, Alex. It wore out already. I think so. I'm just gonna have to use a buff. I think that's the case of it. I don't know what to tell you. I was slow on it, but it still worked. I don't know why. And my general, of course, right outside that spear formation on the left flank, it's a beast. 16 men getting pelted by volleys. 3 melee units all on the outside, and they're losing about 1/3 of their health, each of them, except for the spear guards. But this is the case. I think I can actually win this without even the reinforcements. So that would be the difference. I think that is the difference. But the middle of our army here is getting decimated. Cao Cao sort of holding the line with like 20 troops. I think that's pretty much what it's been. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to send in my archers to actually melee engage. So that's what's gonna happen with one of them, and the other two, they're almost out of ammunition anyhow. So are the enemy, and didn't really do much. Again, still only 27 units on that heavy spear guard. Still have 173. Still taking on 3 units, and not really, you know, that formation is everything. Plus 500% charge resistance, plus 100% ranged block chance. Your charge speed gets hit, your range attack rate gets hit, your melee attack rate gets hit, and charge bonus as well. But really, really helpful. And of course, the general right next door, and continuing to provide those special attacks. There you go. Whoa. Did one huge power attack. You see like this wave of enemy units just go flying. And there is our reinforcements. That would be pretty much game, I think. And I'm going to charge right into the center. As they're chasing my bowmen right into the center, my reinforcements arrive. I got another general I'm going to send to the left flank. And there's already on the left flank, enemy is retreating. So there's only now, again, now 3 units, because there was actually 4 units then. 4th unit charged in there to try and take out that spear. Right on the left flank.
To attention!
And right there, you can see one enemy unit, that axe band, that ventured forth and broke through the middle and started chasing the bowmen down, kind of holding these 4 units reinforcements from being able to get to where they need to go. I'm going to send one to the left flank because I'm maneuvering right around. So there's going to be 2 units still taking care of that axe band, and I'm going to maneuver another one over to the left flank, try and help that spear unit, and then another over to the right flank, which are fairly well off. They're fairly okay. Right on the right flank, there's some Azure Dragons and Yellow Dragons that are kind of sandwiching that spear unit, that maneuver earlier on in the game. One of my generals is almost done. Like, he doesn't have a lot of health, so I can try and maneuver him back. He'd be better with the buffs rather than in melee engagement, so I'm going to move him back. Try and put him over here. If we need him, we can still use those button presses.
Feel the fury of the earth.
I know this one's guides are advocating for what those that mean spirit guides indicate in regards to smart education, etc. Department spirit guides indicated the way those that mean spirit guides indicated in regards to smart education, etc. Department spirit guides indicated. With the main spirit guides information in regards to smart education, etc. Department spirit guides taking precedence. Alrighty then. What? That's what they said. That's what they said, Alex. So that's all it is. I know this one's guides are out of your, well, thanks in regards to those that makes guys need the wish us need. For appreciation, gratitude, and thanks to receive the words that mean spirit guides indicated. Well, you are. That's what it said. Well, that's really how I feel about it, you know. I do thank those that means spirit guides indicated, though. Okay, so we're still fighting here. Again, the right flank on my side has surrounded that enemy spearman unit, as well as another spearman unit as well. 2 spearmans. Or is it? Yeah. Yes, it is. Spear guards. And no, it isn't. It's Saber. Yes, it is Saber. Giant sword guards. Medium sword and also spear guards. And just as they're maneuvering bowmen to try and attack melee engagement, I shifted one of the spear warriors from that back engagement. So there's only 1 spear warrior taking care of that axe band, but they're almost gone. I said some of my archers to attack them from behind, so you'll see like that. You love it when you attack. You grab your archers, melee engagement to a unit that's already, an enemy unit that's already engaged with one of yours, and there's just a really cool engagement that happens. Because they got the edge of attacking someone from behind, but they're archer infantry, so it's scrappy. But well put. And still, that left spearman unit is still 106, so just about down to half health. But I really am interested to see how many men that spearman unit has taken out. Still in that formation, really just took the wind out of the enemy sails. But the enemy general is charging forth, or is that mine? No, the enemy general is causing havoc with that spearman unit, causing them to break formation a bit. They're down to 73 now. They lost like 30 men right there. And it's still looking close. There's our cavalry. That's going to change everything. We're going to send the cavalry over to the... There we go. Yeah, this is over. This is done. We're going to send some cavalry in now. We're going to send it right to the left side. Hit those dang spearmen that are trying to take that unit out. And boom, there it is. Huge cavalry charge. And of course, it's against spearmen, so I might want to maneuver out of there to a certain extent. And that spearman unit is finally in danger.
Stand ready. Formation.
I'm going to break formation and just try and attack the right to the left flank. There's just this enemy that's harassing, and there is still more enemy men heading over towards here. Oh, they do have enemy cavalry, though, which has hit the right flank, so this is getting even more... We thought we had this in the bag, and right there, this cavalry getting attacked on either side, and then right in the center, a huge cavalry charge from my side, and oh my god, just a large engagement here of cavalry. And who's who when they all look the same, with the same kind of colored robes? How are they able to discern? Just a bit of a difference, if any. Yeah, just a bit. One more blue, one more violet, but it just looks... It looks fairly similar. And their cavalry ended up breaking and ended up retreating. Not breaking, but retreating, I think. These Axemen unit are still behind enemy lines fighting that one last unit that I sent them. How dare you? It feels that way. How are they not dead yet? I'm going to send a supporting unit over there to take them out. Saber Infantry 41. And right on the left side, still cavalry going at it with spear guards. And those spear unit would end up retreating, has 45 left. I'm going to send him forth again. A full spear unit here. I'm going to send him as well. Hit that left flank. Finish that off. We have trapped an enemy raider cavalry right on the right side. And they're trying to maneuver right around us to try and hit us from behind, but I'm going to send some troops right after them, and they were able to kind of clip the Azure Dragons, or the Yellow Dragons it is. And they're not able to really break through here, as the enemy cavalry is trapped on the one side, and then on the other side, infantry kind of causing the other cavalry to just sort of retreat. Fight another day, I suppose. And we're gonna leave the archers to take out that last unit that's wavering right off to the right side. That is a bit humiliating. The archers finishing them off. And there is some more enemy units charging forth as we're just about to finish off the last of that Axeman right behind our main lines. And the enemy general's on his last legs as well too. And here's Zen Fang, one of our generals. He's one of the remaining generals that has lasted. He has full health. Zen Vanguard.
March at the double. Do not relent. Spearmen, attack. Move out quickly. Destroy them. Blades. Go, go, go.
They still have an enemy general right on the right flank here, Quan Lei Wei. it's still fairly iffy. Again, we got 810 units against 447, but they got full units just arriving. So we got a bit sporadic units with varying health, trying to take on 2 full units just arriving. Heavy giant infantry nonetheless. That's why the balance of power isn't fully in our favor. But the right flank's in disarray. The horsemen, what's left of them, 1 unit. But 2 enemy generals, way off to the right. Them archers taking on that enemy general. On the way. We do have some, still have some cavalry off the left flank, and we're going to try and maneuver here. And try and hit them. And that spear unit, there's something there. They only got a few men left. 28 spear warriors, but if I can maneuver here with this cavalry, it might help. Now, and the charge is pitiful. The charge is pitiful. I know those friends and guides are advocating for what Marine Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to those that Marine Spirit Guides wanted me to advocate, and others to Marine Spirit Guides to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. to Marine Spirit Guides pertaining to what Marine Spirit Guides negated, the way Marine Spirit Guides negated. Again, the way Marine Spirit Guides negated does include what Marine Spirit Guides indicated in the light, the way Marine Spirit Guides negated in the light. So the right flank has folded, a couple generals left. We're able to send most of our troops to hit that 1 unit, that heavy GI infantry, and right next door another pretty much full unit of heavy GI infantry. Moving on there, but lost 1/3 of its health, just being held off by that spear unit, and some cavalry, as well as the good general that I can hit here. I can hit a couple buffs. Boom. There he does. Do a couple moves. There we go.
Prepare.
So the 1 unit's getting sandwiched right off to the right. Heavy giant infantry losing, getting attacked from either side, and then right off to the left, just that 1 spearman unit kind of holding them off. So I'm going to move that spearman unit off. I'm going to move another spearman that direction, and that's that they are retreating. One of our forces are retreating there. Damn, they really did a number on the enemy though on that left flank. You could see the amount of troops there. Just a lot. I was basically 1 spearman unit, pretty much, and with the cavalry charge. And that's, yeah. And this is getting down to the wire. The balance of power has shifted in regards to the enemy here. They might win this. This is what it's looking like here. I need to get over to this side with my general, and I need to hit them buffs. The enemy, it looks to be, you know, again, we see our Saber militia here retreating.
Stand ready.
Their balance of power shifted in their favor. 251 allied troop count against enemy troop count 189. This is unprecedented. They might win this. I think they will.
Load your bolts.
Wow.
Ready.
And we really needed those buffs, but it's not here in time, and that's probably going to be game. You can see on the one side, this is one of our spear units is losing health really quickly, and there's just a bunch of sporadic units trying to hold off that other unit. But yet they had 2 generals still left, and fairly still 3 generals. They had 3 generals left, and that was the end. One of our generals just got killed. That's going to be it. Right flank is now folding, and that's it. They won. Holy smoke. Valiant defeat. That was incredible. I want to save that replay because the entire game we had a handle on them, and then right at the end they take it. They stole it. Save replay. End battle. I really want to see what the statistics were on this. Holy, 305, one of their axe band getting that. And the spear unit only getting not too many kills, actually. Only 78. How is that possible? I thought he had like 200, 300, 400. And on the enemy side, still 477 with one of their generals. Too much. Way too many for the generals to get that much. That might have been the difference. Wow. I and others from Marine Spirit Guides are advocating for what Marine Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. For Marine Spirit Guides, the way Marine Spirit Guides needed. This is going to be, yeah, take it easy.